games. How did you feel in your return?
It was nice to be back out there. It's felt all right. It's tough. We couldn't really get to them there in the second and third. I think we started off pretty good, but then penalties kill us too. We can't take that many penalties. I know we'll play in our own ends. Of course, they're gonna get some calls, but we got to try to stay out of the box and create some momentum.
What did Jeremy Swayman do for you guys, especially in the second?
Yeah, he's been so good this whole season. I think he's showed what kind of goalie he is. We just got to help him out.
You stepped right in and got some real minutes tonight. How'd you feel?
Yeah, I felt good. Like I said, it's nice to be out there with the guys and just it's nice to be out there and playing. Tough game tonight, but lots some stuff to build on for myself. And then I feel like as a team here, I get back on that horse.
Do you think you can go back to back, or will you not know till tomorrow?
I think I'll know till tomorrow. It's hard to say right now after the game, but I hope so. And I get back at the horse tomorrow. We get a game tomorrow again, which is good for us.
What makes them so good? I mean, they're 5-0-1 now.
Yeah, no, they got a lot of speed, and they kind of play to their guys' strength. They're coming through a neutral zone with a lot of speed. On our hand, though, we got to try to find ways to slow them down. We got to work as a 5-man unit out there and slow them down, and that's how you frustrate a team like that. But tonight, they kind of got upper hand on us.
Obviously, not the result you guys wanted, but how did you feel being in the lineup, scoring?
It's nice. Obviously getting the first one out of the way is always, feels good. And then, felt more and more comfortable as the game went on. Kind of got away from, my game a little bit in the second, a couple of turnovers entering the zone and, but made the adjustment and, in the third felt like I did a better job of, getting the D on their heels a little bit and using my speed. So, happy with, the adjustments that were made and, the fact that I was being able to, feel a little more comfortable out there.
Thought you had a second one?
Thought I had second and third. I made 2 great saves and, that's just the way hockey goes sometimes. So, super unfortunate, but that's the way it goes.
Go ahead.
Just a quick turnaround tomorrow. How do you physically and mentally turn the page to be ready for that?
I think the biggest thing is getting in the hotel tonight. Being able to wind it down a little bit. A little bit easier said than done, but 82 game season, you got to be able to put some of them behind you and get ready for the next. So I'm sure the boys will come out ready to go tomorrow and try and get one win on this road trip.
Charlie makes that slap pass on your goal. It looks like you were expecting that, but were you?
Yeah, I mean, when you got a guy as skilled as C-Mac, you got to be ready for the puck at all times. And I saw him and I saw the lane, so I figured it'd be coming my way, and just grip my stick as hard as I could. And he made a great play. So that's all him. I was just standing there.
You mentioned turnovers. How much of that was what they were doing versus unforced turnovers?
I think it was just me kind of trying to force some plays. A couple, turn up in the second, and then, trying to make a soft chip to Casty with speed, rather than just, putting in hard and going and getting a body. So, just got to stick to my game, stick to what works. That's what the team needs out of me, and so just got to make the adjustments.
You weren't in the lineup in Vegas. Second period, the ice tilts again. Shots are hard to come by. Sense of frustration on the bench?
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, we're staying positive. Sticking to our game. It doesn't matter how many shots you have throughout a game. If you come out with the win. So, just trying to get grade A chances, and they're a good hockey team over there with a lot of skill. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to come out with the win tonight. But, we'll learn from it and move on.
Perspective.
I think that they had a better start, and we have to match their intensity every shift. So kudos to them. They came out flying, and it's our job to match that intensity for 60 minutes.
Your teammate said you really held them in the game there, especially in the second. PK, what's your mindset when you're facing that much in a period?
Just doing my job. Everyone in here does their job to the best of their abilities, and that's why I believe in this team so much. Is because we have such quality human beings, great hockey players, and I know that this is going to turn. And it's because positivity we keep in this locker room, the belief we keep in this locker room, to a man. And we see spurts in these games that we could be an elite hockey team. So it will turn.
Avs are right there with the league's elite. They've got some really high power guys with McCarr and McKinnon. Is it ultimately their speed that makes the difference in their attack?
I think they just play to their strengths, and again, that's kudos to them and what they do best. So if we stick to our game plan, we can hang with any team in this league as well. So that's something that gets them success. So we have to stick with what we can too, and our game plan, which gives us success too.
Does it help having another opportunity to get in the win column already tomorrow?
It does. It's the best thing about this league is that you can't dwell too long. Is because you're gonna have another game, another opponent, another city, right around the corner. So that's our job tonight: is turn the page, take the positives, and get ready for tomorrow.
From 5 floors above the play, it looked like you had no look at their second goal. Am I right?
I think so. Yeah, it's tough to get a read of. They just made one of their better plays, and again, they were ready after the whistle. So I had to fight through traffic, and it's what I love to do. So make sure I'll do that next time.